Hey, what is going on guys? RVZ Stealth here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the item changes to AD Carry and talking about what AD carries are going to be stronger this patch and then which AD carries are going to get weaker. If you guys don't know the changes that are happening, Essence Reaver is getting a buff. It's going from 65 AD up to 70. Infinity Edge is also getting the same buff, going from 65 to 70 AD. The Last Whisper items are getting a 10 AD increase, so Lord Dominic's Regards and Mortal Reminder are going from 40 to 50 AD. And then lastly, the Youmuu's Ghostblade is getting a nerf. It's going from 65 to 60 AD. So when you take a look at these three items being Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge, and the Last Whisper, if you're an AD carry who is going to end up building all three of those items, and you're playing against an AD carry who is going the Youmuu's into Black Cleaver, then you're going to have a 25 AD advantage on them once you do have those three items finish. So once you do get to the late game, you're going to be able to deal quite a bit more damage than the AD carries like Lucien and Misfortune who are going for that Youmuu's build. If I were to predict the two AD carries who are going to be really strong with these item changes, it would have to be Ashe and Jhin. I feel like Ashe is already a great pick this patch, but in 6.12, she's just going to be absolutely crazy strong in my opinion. She is an AD carry who does like to go for that Essence Reaver rush. After that, she goes the Hurricane, and then usually follows that up with an Infinity Edge. And at the end of the game, most AD carries do end up building a Last Whisper item. Jhin is also pretty good with this build. He does have a new build right now, which is like Youmuu's into Duskblade or something, but I think that this build will be a lot stronger on him this patch with the Youmuu's nerf and just these items being a lot stronger now. So the Essence Reaver rush on Jhin is really good. He usually follows that up with the Fire Cannon, and then he builds an IE after that. So I feel like Ashe and Jhin are definitely going to get a lot stronger in this coming patch. When you think about it, Misfortune could also be pretty good with these item changes. Before she was going the Youmuu's into Black Cleaver build, she would go for a pretty heavy crit build because her ultimate does apply crit. So what you would do on Misfortune is you'd go Essence Reaver, you'd usually pick up the Infinity Edge as your third item. So I think that with these changes, Misfortune is also going to be pretty good with this new build, and I think that we will see more players going for this than the Youmuu's into Black Cleaver now. There was also one more little change to the AD carry items for 6.12, and that is the Cutlass is getting a buff. It's going down in price. It will now be 1500 gold instead of 1650. Now I think that we could potentially see champions like Twitch and Vayne end up going for the Blade of the Ruined King now instead of the Youmuu's Rush. I'm not entirely sure on this, and we'll have to wait and see when the patch rolls out, but we could see more of the Assassin Twitch build in this coming patch. And one AD carry who might take a hit this patch because of these changes is Lucien. So Lucien, the build of Youmuu's and Black Cleaver is just absolutely crazy strong on him. But because of these other items getting buffed and because of Youmuu's getting nerfed, I'm not too sure how well he's going to fare this patch. Once you do get to late game, he's going to have a lot less AD compared to someone like an Ashe or a Misfortune if they are going for that build of the Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge, and then a Last Whisper item. If Lucien does still go for that Youmuu's into Black Cleaver, then he's going to be missing out on quite a bit of damage late game. So we might end up seeing Lucien go back to the build of Essence Reaver, or we might see him just build a more standard AD build this patch. But we'll have to see because I'm not entirely sure if he is going to be that much worse with these changes. Lastly guys, if I were to predict who are going to be the strongest AD carries in this coming patch, I would say that Ashe, Misfortune, and Jhin are going to be the top 3 AD carries, and then following after them would be Sivir and Jinx. 2 honorable mentions or 3 honorable mentions, I would probably have Twitch in there. I would also have Caitlyn, and then to round it out, I might have Lucien just depending on how the changes go for him, or I would have Ezreal as well. Let me know what you think of these changes to the AD carry items. Which AD carries do you think are going to be the strongest, and do you agree with the AD carries that I think are going to be the best in this coming patch? So with that being said guys, thanks for watching, have an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video.